Hey everyone. So today I'm looking at 1 Kings, and it's chapter 12, verse 28. And I guess I'm going to talk this out, maybe work through it, because I'm kind of stumped at the moment. And maybe you can help me in the comments. Just let me know what your thoughts are. But Jeroboam and Rehoboam have split the kingdom. Rehoboam, Solomon's son, takes Benjamin and Judah, and Jeroboam takes the other 10 tribes. Now, we have talked before that the Levites are no longer counted as a tribe, but the Levites go with Judah. So instead of just 2 tribes, there's actually 3, but we don't count the Levites as a tribe. Now, what's interesting about this is if you look back to Exodus 32:6, it's when the Hebrews were coming out of Egypt, and Moses went up on the mountain to get the 10 Commandments, and then made this golden calf to worship God. Well, Jeroboam, in this story, does the same thing. He erects a golden calf. Now, when he does this, he makes or appoints a whole new set of priests, and he kicks the Levites out of the country. So they go back to Judah, where they're able to continue worshiping God in the temple. So in both cases, in Exodus and here, we have the making of a golden calf and the separation of the Levites from the Israelites. Now, in the first story in Exodus, we know Moses comes back and he brings them all back together. He doesn't let the split continue. He brings them all back together. In this story, we don't have anybody that brings them all back together. As a matter of fact, God said he did this for his purposes. So, but there's something to this, just the bookmark. And I also think of Peter and his great catch of fish as another bookmark, and maybe it equates to this, but Jesus tells Peter in Luke 5 to cast his nets on one side, the right side of the boat. And then at the end, when Jesus comes back in John 21, he also tells Peter, cast your nets on the right side of the boat. So those are 2 separate bookmarks, but does any of this flow or go together? I would really love to hear your comments and your take on this. So thanks.